Studio. Hi there. I'm Kathy.
I'm Keith.
And we are
He Said.
She Said. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Can you hear me now?
I hope so. For those of you who are
now?
completely unaware, and most of you are unaware, actually, all of you are unaware. We've already done this once. We're at a special time tonight. You know why we're at a special time tonight?
Oh, because we don't have subtitles.
We can do that. I just don't know how.
No.
So hopefully we have sound this time. If not, we're not doing it again. We're just going to mime the whole show. If you can't hear us, it's because we're in a box and we can't get out. Oh, which is so true about so much of our lives.
What box?
Exactly. We're in a box and we can't get
right.
out. So other than already having done this once, so we know the questions and the answers.
It should be really good then.
It should be really easy this time, or really more difficult. Something like that. One of those two extremes.
Keep it lively.
Oh. So.
Yes.
What are we going to do? Same thing we do every night.
Try to take over the world. No. Yes.
Yes, what?
I think that's the general idea.
That we're going to do this?
We're going to turn the world upside right.
Upside right. See, I keep getting that wrong.
I think most people would say right side up, but I've been saying upside right.
Upside right. Okay. You'll have to write that down for me so I can remember
it.
Because apparently I can't remember it without it. Also can't remember how to push go on the mic.
Microphone?
Yeah.
Choose the right microphone?
I didn't change it.
I didn't say you changed it.
Yes, you did. You implied it.
You didn't
choose
the right microphone.
You implied it.
There's only one. It's right there.
Yes, I know where the mic is, but see there. Look at there. See 1, 2, 3. Okay.
What are we fighting for?
Well, I can tell you the rest of that song means a whole lot to me right now.
Yep.
This is the premise of He Said, She Said. He asks a question and then we answer it. And then I ask a question and we answer it.
And hopefully you have sent us a question and we'll ask one of those.
Yes. And it doesn't matter when you ask the question. I will remember the question. I'll remember your question. Just may not remember to push go on the mic.
Or she'll just make it up and say you did.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Won't be the last.
Nope, it won't. It won't. So, with no further banter required, Keith's question is up first.
Oh, okay. He asks, are you more like Jonah or Micah? I've been studying through the minor prophets, okay?
Which not the ones that wear the hats and the canary. You don't wear a canary.
I hope. Ta-ta-ta, putty tat.
I did see a putty tat.
And let me tell you, just in case you don't know who Jonah and Micah are, hopefully you know who Jonah is, I'll give you some background. Jonah ran from God. Okay? God said, go to Nineveh. He went the other way, as far as he could in that area documented at that time, which is all the way at the other end of the Mediterranean Sea. Didn't make it. Big storm. People on the boat said, what did you do? And he admitted his issue.
That's what people say to me when the internet goes down.
They chunked him overboard.
Yep.
And the sea calmed. But to save him, he got swallowed by a big fish. And he swam him all the way back 3 days and 3 nights. That's a little bit of foreshadowing. Okay. Back to the other end of the Mediterranean Sea and puked him up on land. Well, he did. Imagine that. bleach white from the belly of a whale, walking up on Nineveh going, repent. Well, it's no wonder they all repented.
Could you imagine being the fisherman sitting there when he got spit up on
Usually it's...
Well, he's just sitting there casting his little fishing pole in the water.
What is it usually from Jaws? A license plate, piece of a tire, somebody's arm.
A whole person.
Yeah, a whole person
Still
walking
talking.
out. Repent. So they repented. Even the king said, everybody follow his God. Right?
Move on.
Well, here's the other one. But the problem was, in the end, Jonah was mad that God saved him.
Yep. Because Jonah didn't get his way.
These were unbelievers.
He didn't want God's way. He wanted Jonah's way.
Yeah. All right. The other is Micah. Micah went directly to Judah, spoke against the leaders, okay, and the prophets. All right.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying about Micah this time.
And predicted the fall of Judah and Israel while they denied him and his words. So which one are you more like?
When we did this earlier, I asked you which one you thought I was like, and I can see now why
I thought you would be more like Micah.
Yeah. And I can see why you would think that, but I really am. I am so much more like Jonah and have felt like Jonah multiple times when you make the choice not to listen to God. It's a blatant choice. You know that God has directed you this way and you just go, nah, I know better.
Well, listen, I want to be honest. Thank you for being self-examining and honest about it, because not everybody is. Not everyone realizes that they're lying to themselves. Okay? I did for years. Still do at times. But I'm becoming aware, because I've been studying through the Bible the last almost 4 years at this point.
Yep.
And the more you do it, the more you have to be honest with yourself and go, I'm worse than I thought I was. Which is pretty bad.
That's fixing to say that takes a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort, because if you're honest with yourself, we are our own worst critic. But at the same time, admitting it to yourself allows you to move forward.
Yep.
Become better.
You can't move forward. You can't move into your purpose, into your uniqueness. You can't get anywhere if you don't admit you're not going where you need to go.
Right.
I mean, as long as
you don't necessarily know that you're not going there unless you're aware of God's word and see how many famous people in the Bible didn't go there to begin with.
I'm good.
Moses.
I'm fine.
Murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Buried an Egyptian in the sand. Okay.
Because, that's a really good place to hide a body. The sand they were digging to use to
make the brick.
Yeah.
Well, that's just one of the examples.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Okay. Me, with 40 seconds left, definitely Jonah. Run. Okay. Hide. You can't hide from God. What's wrong with you, Keith? He's there. Go hide somewhere. He's there. Duh.
Yeah.
He knows.
That's exactly what we...
Lie to yourself. Go ahead. Lie to yourself.
It's got to be what we
He knows. He knew before you did it. Why? Because he sees from the beginning to the end, front to the back, all at once.
Upside right.
Upside right he is, I say. Excuse me. Oh, that was the timer. And now it's time for a breakdown. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never. Woo, 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 woo.
Now it's time for Sibling Songs with Keith.
Yep. Quick overview. Mystery rock.
For
Secret of the
somebody that
Mounds.
knows how to do
It's
stage,
backwards.
you sure have a hard time
Shadow
finding
in
the
the
camera.
cave.
The camera is in front
Shouting
of you.
out
Just look at the
adventure.
camera. God.
Why am I bringing that up? Last Friday, we met with Mr. Dr. William Bomer from the University of Alabama to discuss Scouting Out Adventure Trilogy, the Blackwater series, because in
Blackwater stories.
I asked you about that earlier.
I said stories, and you said
Whatever.
stories.
Secret of the
Nobody else
Mounds,
pays
the second book,
attention.
takes place in and around Moundville and Oakville, which is actually at Jesse Owens Memorial Park over there, and then in Florence near UNA. Why? Because there are mounds in Moundville, there are mounds in Oakville, and there's a giant mound
In Florence.
most people didn't realize, right on the side of the road in Florence, minutes away from the University of North Alabama. Why am I bringing all this up? Because the University of Alabama is having its 34th annual Moundville Native American Festival, October 12th through the 15th. Okay. If you've never been, you need to go.
It's an amazing event, and I highly recommend it.
Demonstrations, storytelling, children's area, food, vendors. I know, you see you wrapping it up, or are you doing the twist over there? Dances, music, marketing, all kinds of great stuff. Please go.
And now it's time for my question.
Okay. What's your question?
What makes you so special?
I'm special.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
What
God
makes you
said
special?
so.
What did he say?
God made you special, and he loves you very much.
But what makes you special? And why are you special?
Why am I special?
Why?
I'm an only adopted, so I wasn't stuck with. I was chosen. Tell them, PQ.
Yeah, at least until they got you home. Then they were stuck with you.
Well, they brought me home 3 months later. I fight for the underdog. I've always done that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're one of, if not the smallest one in your class, you learn to fight for the underdog. I can mimic voices and singers and characters. I love my lips. And most importantly, God made you special, and he loves you very much. That sound like Bob the Tomato?
You need
I'm out of practice. It's been a long time.
You got to watch some VeggieTales.
I have a place especially for me in God's plan. It's up to me to figure it out and get there. How do I do that? Grow in a right relationship with God, learn his word, pray with him on a daily basis. And the more you do it, the closer you get.
The more special you are.
That's right.
Well, actually, you're not more special. You're just embracing your specialness.
We are made individually.
Yes.
For a plan and a purpose.
For such a time as this.
Right. And this.
Mm-hmm.
And this.
Exactly.
Today is the only day you can do anything about, and right here and right now is the only moment that you can live in.
It's just like, I'll be honest, no desire to be doing this again at 8:00 at night. None. But this amazing human being sitting next to me.
Oh.
He encouraged us to do this. So sometimes we move into our specialness in leaps and bounds. Sometimes we know it without a shadow of a doubt, and sometimes we grow into it. And you are growing into a better guy.
When you think you're worthless to begin with, it's a long way to go thinking you are worthwhile.
I bet you wonder what makes me special.
There's so PQ. Help me, buddy.
We're gonna keep you a stash of Twix over there. No.
You are special in so many ways.
Yes, I am.
Why don't you tell them a few?
A few. I am a natural born encourager. The face of
The
encouragement.
face
of
of encouragement.
And I have a annoying ability to find a silver lining.
You could have stopped halfway through.
And I love to laugh.
Yeah. In inappropriate times. In inappropriate manners.
I don't mind laughing out loud. Right, dear?
Oh, that's right.
You want to tell them?
What? Oh, one of the first ones. I'm on stage in Fiddler on the Roof.
But I have to interrupt
As
you. I
Fiedka.
have to interrupt you. We were not dating. We were in one of our between times. Go ahead, dear.
And in an endearing moment on stage,
Whatever.
speaking wooingly.
Wooingly.
You know, I heard them words very often. Wooingly.
He was
to
wooing.
the young lady.
Not in character.
Of my adoration. I was telling her all the benefits of myself. And I finished with, and extremely modest. And from the audience, I hear, bah, ha, ha, ha. That's a quote.
That's still funny.
She guffawed.
It's because it was funny.
At a funny, heartwarming moment, not a out loud blast. She was the only one who laughed like that.
And I wasn't even embarrassed.
And on stage, still in character, I just smiled and thought, Kathy. It's always Kathy.
Yeah, I just told him recently that there were two guys that were sitting in front of me, and it got them tickled enough that the rest of the play, every time he did something, they would go, "That was funny! Laugh at that! Laugh at that!"
And my buddy Chris, shout out to Chris Cole in Memphis. He's sitting next to her. He's trying to make it stop. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. He should have known. It's his own fault.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. You know, I was.
We know.
I was.
They know. They understand.
If not, they're catching on.
That's if you ain't figured it out yet.
So I was telling this story on Growing Hope just this week, because this week on the Growing Hope podcast, we are talking all about laughter and how laughter is what helps us de-stress in our lives.
I gotta laugh a lot more.
Yes, you do. Did you know kids laugh on an average of 600 times a day?
Because kids don't mind being silly.
I did the math today. That's about every 1.5 minutes they're laughing.
It's no wonder I am not an elementary school teacher. Not.
So join me for the...
Because I bet they do most of that laughing before middle school. That's when they start crying.
I don't know.
The hormones kick in.
I tended to laugh even middle school, high school.
And that's one of the many reasons why you're so special.
I really enjoy laughing. So join me for Growing Hope. You can find it over at growinghoperadio.com. And tomorrow, if you're on Twitter, 12 p.m. Central, we do the Growing Hope Twitter chat. Just follow the hashtag Growing Hope.
Is that on iHeartRadio?
It is on iHeartRadio. On Spotify, you have to put Growing Hope with Catherine Lang to find it.
With a K and a Y?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of letters in there.
Yeah. It's the Celtic spelling, right?
I don't know. That's what I was told, but I had another one tell me it wasn't. So I prefer to go with the first one that told me it was.
I agree.
For
Kathryn.
I want to be your friend.
And a little bit more.
Exactly. So now we can move on.
Next.
To what you have asked.
Me?
No, not you.
They.
You.
The great you.
You.
Okay. You ask, what makes your spouse special?
You want me to go first? I'll let you go first.
I'll go first.
You go first.
You are my special angel, heaven sent.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We don't want to get.
We're not.
You're supposed to make up your own words.
Oh.
You could say, you are my special Kathy.
You are my special Kathy with a K.
And a Y.
Mm-hmm. Hey, isn't that funny? It works out that way. Kathy, K and a Y. Catherine, K and a Y.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're not in the same place.
Oh, that would be weird. One would be right over the top of the other. Couldn't see it. You are special because
we'll give you the whole 6 minutes still on how special I am.
You complete me.
Whatever.
You make me want to be a better man.
I make you a better man.
Yeah, you do. I am a better person because of you.
I'm a better person because of you.
That's steel. What is it? Steel hones steel. Iron hones iron. Something like that.
I make up my
so
own
every time
quotes.
we butt heads, we get smoothed out. That's the universal sign for smooth right now.
Butt heads.
You.
We always agree.
She's yeah. Liar. What else? Takes care of me, takes care of the kids.
I can cook.
Yes. And bring home the bacon. She is my spiritual warrior and has brought me around to God's way of doing things versus mine.
When you're not in the belly of the whale?
When I'm not in the belly of the whale.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Well, I have to say that one of the things that I think is so very special about you is your willingness to put others before you. Even when you don't recognize that you're putting others before you. It's annoying to me sometimes because it's not me. When it's not me that you put before yourself, when I am relegated to a sideline because you felt like something else needed to be done, and you are not paying attention to me over there going,
It's such a rare occasion today.
No, it wasn't today. Obviously, you weren't paying attention.
Over and over.
Over and over and over.
See, that's my job. I'm supposed to be exasperated. I'm supposed to be huffing, not you.
But you're
a better person than I am.
You have compassion and empathy for people that is annoying.
It's a blessing. It's a curse.
Yeah. It's annoying to me sometimes because you want to.
I want to make things better.
Yes.
Even
but
if
it also meant that I knew I could trust you, and I knew that you would love me and protect me, even when you were mad at me. Yes. Even before we got married. And you were mad at me a lot before we got married.
I'm just wondering more.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely more.
I could walk away when we weren't married.
Not always.
Just keep the car. And I walked away.
Yes, you did. And left the car.
I did. When she finally got out of the car, I hid behind a tree and ran back to the car.
I saw you.
Drove away.
I saw you hiding behind the tree. And again, God love you, Chris. Go was like going, please get out of the car. Please get out of the car. Please get out of the car. So I got out of the car.
Yeah.
I did.
I know you. Yeah.
I did.
You did.
Yes, I did.
Eventually.
So we have learned today that we are all special.
We are all special.
And what's amazing is that we all have so many extra specials.
Are made special.
Yes. But we have
to find your individuality.
Yes.
And don't let the world beat you over the head about who you are, because generally it just means they're jealous.
Or they don't. Sometimes it's they don't understand. The world can't understand. The world is so focused. They're like Jonah. They're so focused on what they're doing and what they want that they can't understand
What they
that
think.
that has a purpose, a place and a purpose and a unique design for each and every one of us. I like to call it a heart seed that he's planted in each of us. And when we grasp that, we do become world changers. But as long as we are focused on the outcomes we expected and
wanted,
when
and
you're in the middle,
happen.
when you're in the middle of something, it is so hard not to try to force God to do things your way.
Well, that's what we do,
and that's
we
the
try
Jonah
to
thing.
force our will.
That's Jonah
on top of his, and it doesn't work. Why? Because that's not how it's supposed to be.
But the more we understand our uniqueness, the more we recognize our heart seed, and we have to do it all the time. We have to be consistently invested in knowing God so much that we can know ourselves.
And it's a lifestyle change. It's not just doing something different. It's being okay with becoming something different.
Being something different. It's being,
and that's uncomfortable.
Your unique design.
But you're sloughing off the old and becoming anew.
Yep. So I appreciate you joining us today. I hope you will connect with us. You can find us over at Peculiar Productions, pqproductions.com, PECU productions.com.
Right.
It's right there.
.com.
There. And you can also find me on my website. I am Catherine Lang. That's my stage name. That's my pen name. Catherine with a K and a Y.
See?
No, a K.
Gotcha.
You can also find us on Facebook. And I would invite you to join me. I'm doing Practical Proverbs. I am doing a study of the Proverbs this month. And then starting on October 1st, I will be using 90 days through the Bible to go through the entire Bible in the last quarter of the year. Great way to end the year and get ready for that new year.
In 3 months.
In 3
months. The whole
months.
Bible.
Yep. 90 days through the Bible.
You're going to help them figure it out?
No, that's not my job.
Okay. We're just going
to read and share.
Share. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Because
it's all for you.
We're all
for me,
unique.
For we,
yeah,
individually at that moment in time,
exactly.
As you're reading through it.
Yep.
Which is why when the new year starts,
you start
again. Why? Because it's going to be new all over. You're going to see things. You're going to hear things. You're going to find stuff that you didn't see the first time.
Yep.
Even though you read through it the first time.
It's new it's
alive
day.
It is a living book.
Yep. And sometimes what you'll find is that you share something with somebody, you learn something and you're all excited about it and you share with somebody. And then later on that day, you're in church and the preacher says it from the pulpit or the Sunday school teacher says it from the front of the class. And that same person goes, that's a great idea. That's an interesting point. I wish I'd known that. Go figure.
Well, why is that?
Because you can't hear me when I talk. Because it's not my job to teach you. And so I have learned that it's not my job to teach you, that God will let you know when it is time.
Yep.
And if I have to throw you out a boat, he'll let me know. But he's not let me know that yet.
Good.
I'm not going to tell you when he does. It's just going to be a surprise.
I'm just going to wake up in the belly of a whale.
Yeah.
It's dark. What's that hole?
Oh. So thank you. And we will see you again, same time, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Central on Tuesday.
And we will double check the mic.
Yeah, when you learn how to do technology. I am Kathy.
I am Keith.
And we are
He said.
She Said.
Bye.